All right, ladies and gentlemen, the last game of this series, but not, of course, of the Clan War. It is 1-1 apiece for Rhett and Mana. This is the NASTL Finals, where the winner will take home a $6,000 prize pool. The loser takes down only three. Only three.
$6,000 will buy you at least one full English Bulldog. In some cases, it can buy you as many as 2 or even 3. $3,000, of course, still possible to buy an English Bulldog, but you have to find a great deal.
Let's go ahead and get into the game, where I will say that about that much money will be about half of a soft-coated Wheaten Terrier. It shows you that your Bulldogs are half the level of mine.
Soft-coated Wheaten Terrier. Did you say that?
Soft-coated Wheaten Terriers, bro.
Like you're ordering some kind of taco, perhaps a Korean taco.
Excuse me.
Did you get that? First off the presses. Second EG player makes a potentially racistly charged joke. It's fine, guys. We're all good. I'm friends with everybody in Korea.
Yeah.
It's true. I went to high school with them.
Yeah, you went to high school in Korea.
With Korea.
With Korea.
Yeah.
Her name was Korea.
No. I went to high school with everybody in Korea. Really good people.
Yeah?
Korean barbecue. If you haven't been to... Okay, let's talk about this.
What do you call Korean barbecue in Korean?
Delicious. I don't know. It's amazing. It's the best food you could ever have. I have plans to go to Korea fairly soon. I'm really excited. It's an amazing, amazing city. It's, of course, the mecca of StarCraft. If you need to do training and you want to do top-notch training, that is where you go. Pro gaming houses, fantastic. European ladder, great. Don't get me wrong, but there is no substitute for playing on the Korean server with Korean latency against Korean players and then talking to Korean players and spending time with Artosis, all that good stuff. I can't wait.
Yes, Artosis.
Let me do this, though, too. I'm going to do a little calling out. I'm actually waiting for an email back from GOM. These guys said they were really excited to have me, and then they're, like, not talking to me. So,
ouch.
Yeah. They got to email me back. Not even asking for millions of dollars or anything. Just want to do some casting and playing over in Korea.
Well, just relate to them. Be like, hey, remember that time in Mr. Lee's class where we made paper airplanes and journeyed to the imagination?
The imagination
of that famous Korean book.
Mm-hmm. Poor Gretorp.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah. Map is tal'darim Altar. This was selected by Mana. Game 3, of course, like we said, this is the final game of this series. Score is 1-1, so this is pretty pivotal. You obviously want to be the guy pushing the pressure on your opponent in terms of the clan war. And if you're at 2 in a 4-match best-of-3 format, that's where you want to be. Now, Mana's going to go for the fast expansion. He did actually end up putting a cannon down first to deflect the fairly early pool from Rhett. Rhett is going to go from here to, I would assume, 3 hatcheries, no gas. You might say to yourself, well, where does that 3rd hatchery go? And oftentimes you can put it as like a macro hatch at the rocks at your 3rd, and then your 4th hatch ends up being the properly placed hatchery.
Yes.
That's actually my favorite choice. I don't like taking like the 6 o'clock as a 3rd, just because creep spread's almost impossible to get there. And if you face any kind of Void Ray or huge gateway opener, it can really put you in a tough spot. Yeah,
Void Ray actually dismantles that build if you go to expand the 6 o'clock position. Of course, it can be hard to actually scout that out, but we'll see.
Searches don't do that anymore. You know, it used to be more common.
Yeah. It used to be common maybe a couple months ago.
Yeah.
When I say, no, maybe 3 or 4 months ago, something like that.
I'd say 1 to 3, closer to 2 to 3. I think you're right.
Really?
But yeah, you'll still see it sometimes, but it's very much so. Players are starting to tighten up, and that's really cool about StarCraft 2. Like, it's becoming a lot like Brood War was, where it was like, oh, okay, you did that one thing, well, I now know what I'm doing for the next 10 minutes. The further back you go in StarCraft 2, the less you could say that. So it used to be, you're doing that one thing? Well, let me think about this. I think I do this, but I'm not quite sure. And that very much so, it just made gameplay look a lot more sloppy. There's a lot more incorrect decisions being made. But right now, it's starting to go ahead and become a lot more normalized, which is really cool, because that rewards the better players, and I think that's what everyone wants.
Oh, absolutely. Now, where does Red actually go from here? It looks like he's going up to...
He's getting gas.
2 additional gases.
I would not be surprised if he takes the 3rd and 4th here pretty soon as well. And this is going to be 2-base play, whether it's Ling Infestor or Muta, I'm not sure yet.
I like Ling Infestor normally. I think Muta is good sometimes, but there's a lot of built-in pushes, especially on a map where you're in close positions. You can do a lot of damage with early timing pushes. So I'm not a huge fan of Muta play. I think, taking advantage of the wide open area, going double upgrade with Zerglings, is rather nice. But look at this roaches.
Yeah, and it's 30 seconds fast too, interestingly enough. It's a hatch shy, and it's 30 seconds fast. He's not getting the third and fourth gas just yet. That doesn't mean he's not going to. It still could be like Roach Sling opener into fast lair tech. But I have a feeling he's going to go for a third here after he brings these rocks down, and just very curious about this choice. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what he's going at this point in time. Roach Warren might have been just kind of responsive, defensive.
Yeah. Which is interesting because you know your opponent has gone for kind of a later economy since you saw the cannon
6 gates
so fast.
6 gates, and if you check the vision of Rhett, he scouted 0 gases at that natural. Oh wow, this pylon is so forward. Actually, well, Rhett's making some roaches right now, but he's still making drones. Lots and lots of drones. This is troublesome. The third's at least going to get canceled. That's the least.
It has to. And here we're going to see a little bit of kiting action right now. Ooh, Mana has to be careful not to lose that one initial stalker. Additional zealots are going to run up here. Now, what does he actually resupply here? I'm sure he has to get actually stalkers rather than zealots, right?
Well, he's going Twilight Council behind this, so he might be saving his gas for something. You can see he's at 600 gas, so actually by saving gas, I do mean he doesn't need to do that. Not a lot of production coming out from Red. He's doing the best he can, but with only 2 hatcheries without that macro hatch, this is actually really troublesome. Now he's going to lose these lings. 4 roaches pulling back. Meanwhile, there has been a warp in at that natural. A couple of drones did go down. And all of a sudden, Rhett's on 2 base with just Roach Tech to look at. Blink Stalker has been initiated and still making drones. Rhett, oh my gosh, dude, you're at 58 drones. Why are you making 2 more?
He wants to get to...
Well, jeez Louise,
some saturation.
Yeah, he wants perfect saturation.
But...
Oh my gosh, I can't believe he still tried to make drones there. Now, we're seeing warping after warping after warping from Mana. If you look at his natural, he hasn't taken his 4th gas. That's because he's going for the kill, man. This is a 2-base stalker timing.
And, you know, it might be that Rhett over-droned because his pressure is coming up pretty soon.
We'll have to see. I mean, he's now making Roach Ling, getting Roach Speed, +1 attack. These are the stuff that allow him to counter this.
Yes.
But it comes down to control and micro, and it comes down to decisions. Like if he gets stuck here, this is pre-speed too, so they can get ran down.
Oh no, crap.
Yeah.
Crap,
my gosh.
Oh, goes through the cracks.
That's wow.
Okay.
Rhett is just like, oh, okay. So Rhett just now found out that this attack never went away. In fact, it was just getting worse.
And here we go. There's only 1 force field in here, so it's not going to do that much. And the roaches are just going to town, but Blink is already up. The zealots are going to be killed over here. And then what Rhett needs is that macro hatch, but he doesn't have that.
That's it, man. It is so hard to come back from here. It is so brutally hard. There's no force fields, but Gretorp, like you just said, he's actually only producing off of 2 hatcheries. You need at least 3 or 4 hatcheries. And it's showing. Rhett actually has 1,300 minerals. 1,300 minerals.
And you can see nice Blink Stalker, another round of Stalkers getting in here. The drones are getting cleaned up very nicely. The roaches are just not enough. Red is going to be cleaned up in this natural over here. Roaches are pouring through, but not quick enough. And now he's going to start working on those overlords. Mana looks to be taking this 3rd game over here.
Oh, yeah.
And putting Mouz 2-1 up in this clan war.
And there's that burrow, but again, when you have more stalkers than you do roaches, burrow all you like. You know, I will do damage while you're doing it. We even have an observer on the way, though, so this is only going to... Well, it's just... I'm not going to pretend. It's over.
Yep,
GG.
It's over. GG. Ladies and gentlemen, so Mana will crush out Mr. Liquid Rhett, and it puts them at a 2-1 advantage. Congratulations. So that means Team Liquid, this is a pretty important match, this next one, because if they lose here, they'll forfeit the tournament, and the not forfeit, but $6,000.
They will lose the clan wars.
They will lose the clan war.
And that final match will be Chef versus Hasuabs. Really excited about that. Hasuabs, the consummate pro. He's very strong and steady, conservative style, not going to take too many risks. Chef, on the other hand, the ZVP specialist. This is his best matchup, one of the strongest players in all of North America. I can't wait.